Well, welcome to Accessorize Your Life, where aging gracefully and accessorizing your life meet. Today I have a fun thing to show you or share with you. It is the 2020 It Girl Beauty Book. Yes, it's in. I got it off of QVC, and it is available now only at QVC until November. And in November, you may be able to find it at your local stores or definitely on the It Girl website. So let's take a look at the cover, admire the beauty of it this year. I have to tell you though, when I first saw this presented on QVC, I thought, it's a little blah looking. And I wasn't too excited about it. But I saw it presented again, and they got a close-up shot of it, and I could see the veining and the texture of the book. And I thought, ooh, pretty. And then it has a beautiful rose gold accent or decal on the front that says It Girl Beauty Book. And then, if I want to call it the binding or the pages, maybe the pages supposedly are trimmed in the rose gold as well. And there is a magnetic closure that keeps the book shut, so you don't have to worry about it opening up when you turn it around or are using it, unless you want it open. So let's look inside of it. The first page has your complexion products. And there are your concealers on the top, same as last year. Your translucent powder, the Bye Bye translucent powders in the middle. And then you have the Bye Bye bronzer down below. Let's go to the second page. This page is all about your blush and your highlighter and your lips. And isn't it pretty? The blush has an ombre effect. It starts off light and gets deeper as you go down. So you can kind of create a deeper look, especially if you're lighter than I am. And there are 6 beautiful shades. I believe 2 have been here before or in a book before. The Je ne sais quoi has been here before, and it was there last year. But the other colors are pretty much new except for one other, and I don't know which one that is. But that's your lips and your cheeks there. And on the third and final makeup page, there is your colors for your eyes and your foundation or your primer for your eyes. You lay that, they call it a foundation, but you lay that down on your eyelids, and then you're able to pick up your eyelid colors much better. And then you have a universal taupe and a superhero liner. So the universal taupe is for your brows, and supposedly if you go light, you can get a lighter color that everybody can use who are fair. And then if you press a little more, you get a deeper color that the deeper tones can use. And this, of course, you can mix the two if you're as deep as I am, or you can just use this as an eyeliner. So again, this is the look I got using this palette. And the last page is a mirror, so I won't blind you with that. But isn't it lovely? Isn't it well put together? Isn't it beautiful? And this was last year's, 2019. I did have 2018, but I sent it back, and it was a beautiful packaging. It had that like sequin little glittery packaging, and some people complained about that one, but I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I just wasn't taken with the products that year, and I've grown, they're growing on me. I've grown to accept the fact that this is made, even though it says universal, it is really intended for people lighter than I am and very fair. But I use it anyway. I only have 2, like I said. This is volume 4. Last year was volume 3. The first one that I happened to order was volume 2, and it had the goldish looking or the rose gold shimmery sequin packaging on the book. The year before that, 2018, which I looked at but decided it wasn't for me, had a beautiful sequin shimmery silver packaging. It comes well presented in this box. Let me get it. gift box with a bow and a tag ready to gift or give to go. So it says to on here from, and it says It Cosmetics, so they know what they're getting. And it says, because of you, the world is more beautiful. So well presented, cute. I say it can just pretty much fit in the palm of your hand. It's that size. Yeah, I'm very happy with my look, although it wasn't, I had to work for it. I had to really work to get this look. And I must say, I had to go back in and do a little bit of adjusting there. I also got the brushes from It Cosmetics. This is the special edition Heavenly Luxe brush set, and it comes in this quilted packaging that says It Cosmetics on the decal in a silver tone. And these are the 4 brushes you get. I've used them, so bear in mind they're not clean right now. I mean, they're clean in a way that I wipe them down. I used the It Cosmetic brush cleaner on them, but I did use them for this look. You get, like I said, 4 brushes, and I'll put my glasses on so that I can tell you about these brushes. The first one I have here is the Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder Brush, and it's number 8. So you can go back and put all your powder on with this brush. The next one down from that is the number 4, and it's the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Blush Brush. So you can go in right in here, and that's what I did. Chiseled in there with that. And the next one is your Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7 brush, which is dual in. You can put your concealer under your eyes with this, and then you can do your powders or concealers, whatever you want to do to with the powders to finish it off. This again is number 7, and I want to see if there's anything else. No, just the complexion brush. You can use it in here, you can use it along your nose and under your eyes. And the final brush is the number 5. It's the Heavenly Luxe No Tug Dual Eyeshadow Brush. And I did use that. I kind of wish they had they may have them on the site, but I wish I'd gotten in my kit one additional brush that was maybe this smaller in the packer, and then a little bit smaller packer, and then a kind of all over blending brush. I wish there was, you know, one other, because this one is a little big for me on this end. This one is good, but I need a size in between. But that's what you get in this set. Very nice set. And I know for the holiday season, It Cosmetics has come out with some pretty boxed brushes in like a pink canister, different things like that. So there are some well-presented options out there. But this is what I found on QVC. So those were the brushes. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, stay tuned, and then I'll come back at you and let you know what I think of everything that I used. Okay, let's get started with this It Girl look. I'm going to take my book, and on the first page, I am going to use the Bye Bye Pores Press Translucent Powder right there. As you can see, I've already applied a base to my eyes. I've already applied the It Cosmetic foundation. I'm using the CC Plus 50 in Deep, and I have a sample of it from Sephora. I have it in a CC Plus Oil-Free Matte SPF 40, but I wanted to try a different formula, so I'm trying that out today on my face. So I've applied that, and I've also applied already the Rich Concealer right here for my under eyes and to touch up where I have acne and some hormonal breakouts and some spots. Alrighty, so let's get into that Bye Bye Pores Press Powder that's translucent. I am going to use my number 7 brush from It Cosmetics, the Heavenly Luxe brush here. This is your concealer brush, and I'm going to use the larger end right here to put this powder under my eyes. And I'm doing this to catch any fallout from the eyeshadows, because I think these two here and this one down here, and maybe some of this. So let's see how we're going to do this. And I'm going to apply it on my lower eyelid. Now my eyes are very hooded, so it may be hard to see it. Tilt my head back a little, maybe you can see it better. There, it's coming up. There are no shimmers in this palette or book. They are satins and mattes. So we're applying this beautiful, like rosewood color. I think it's the deepest color for me here. And I'm not going to be too precise with this because I'm going to go in with a lighter color that will help work this out. Next, I'm going to go in with a little the brown shade. So I'm going to turn my brush over and take this color upper or above. Really, I should just be patting it in. And there is some kick up with this. It's very, very, very daytime appropriate look here. The colors are not that intense on my medium deep complexion, but I like them still the same. There's not much color there for me. It looks pretty much the same. That brown just took over everything. So what I'm going to do is go in with some adhesive type, the glitter primer. Use my finger, my pinky, and I'm going to put a little bit right over that rosewood color. It's like a rosewood color. It has a name for it, but I'm calling it rosewood. Bam. Okay. Now she's working. So as you can see, for my skin tone, you're going to need a little help. Yeah. And for my hooded eyes, this brush is a little big for the lower eyelids. I think the other end would have been better to use for that, but you can see that. I'm going to take that hot toddy and put it on right over that color that I just worked in, that rosewood looking color. Patting that hot toddy in there. And actually that rosewood color is called Spirit. Thought I should tell you that, give you the right name. Now this is a satin color. This hot toddy, just like Spirit, is a satiny color. Whereas the brown that I use, which is called Cocoa, is a matte. And Spirit is showing up, in my opinion. Now I usually don't use such a lighter color in the crease of my eye, but I am today. I'm just playing around with this palette just to see what can happen. As I said before, or I may have, in previous videos that I've done about these palettes that come out, the special edition IT palettes, I don't seriously think this palette, the shades are perfect for me, but I like the formula, and yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Down here, I'm going in with that just to give my eye some dimension, and I'm going to use that on my lash line. Get a little more to the other eye, and yeah, that's working for me. Let me change my mirror over. Oh yeah, it did fall out, and it did go down to my lower lash line. So, probably picked up too much. But I like what that's doing for the look. I want to bring this over some. Yeah, I kind of pronounce my eyes. Yeah. I'm liking that. And next I'm going to work on my eyebrows, which I should have done. And I'm going to use some of that same Superhero, but there, and mix those two colors at the bottom. I'm going to mix those two, and I'm going to work that into my brows. So let's see what I get. I'm not too sure if I'm going to like this. Oh, I want to try a trick. Let me wipe that out. I want to apply some of this e.l.f. Wax for your eyebrows to keep them in place. I just want to apply that first. I think I heard Emily Noel say that if you do that, she picked that trick up from somewhere, and if you do that, it just helps this powder to stay on. Let's go over here because I don't want to build this up too high yet. I need to play in makeup more because I'm just making all kinds of mistakes. And honestly, guys, I think this is, I went in too heavy with the black, thinking that the brown wasn't going to be dark enough. And to me, the brown is a kind of on the cool side, so it's kind of funky to me on my skin tone. And I kind of think my eyebrows are crazy. They are. Okay, what we're going to do, let's see. I'm going to take some of this e.l.f. stuff that I'm practically out of for the brows, and see if I can get anything out of there to help me get rid of some of these brows. I'm just not used to bushy or really dark eyebrows. Okay, maybe that's all right. And now I'm going to go in with some complexion. I am going to use, again, the It Cosmetic Heavenly Luxe number 7 concealer brush. And I am going to go over to the first page of my beauty book and use that bronzer color, that brown at the bottom, see if it can do anything for me. Let's hold it up on this side. Looks pretty light there. There we are. So I'm going to put that on my brush. Just, ooh, lots of kick up. So let's try to, yeah, this is light. I'm up too high. I think this is really light on me. There I go. So it's not bronzing me out at all. I think this would be a face powder. So let's change our brush. I'm just going to keep on. I'm not going to change the brush. I'm going to take it over around these eyebrows under here. So I really can't do any contouring with this. It's just going to be a face powder. Guys, with this book, I get a very basic look and some messed up brows, that's for sure. What happened here, Julia? What are you doing? What are you doing? Those brows. those brows. Ugh, I don't like them. Oh, evil woman. That's what I look like, an evil woman. And kind of ashy. Am I coming off kind of ashy? I feel like I'm coming off kind of ashy. Okay, it'll settle down, I think. What's next? So that didn't work out too good for me right there. That color did not. So let's go into our blush. This is the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique Blush Brush in number 4. Now, I have 2 of these. I got one with some cheek color I got before, some blush that I got before from It Cosmetic. Yeah, this looks quite ashy, I think. But anyway, I am going to go in with, I think it's called, what is it called? It's called Countdown. And the thing about it is that it has a radiant or ombre look to it. It's lighter at the top and it gets deeper as you go down. So since I'm feeling like I'm looking kind of ashy, you know where I'm going to start, at the bottom. And there's a lot of kick up with this as well, but that color is pretty. So let's give a smile. Yeah, that is light. Ooh, intense. I picked up a lot, but we're going to work it out. Okay, I'm not going to get any nose contour, any kind of contour from this book, but now let me work on my eyelashes. Taken a lot longer than I thought it would. You know, I didn't think it would take this long, but it's a little challenging because for me, these colors are hard to decide what to use and where to use. Now I do have a tiny superhero mascara, a sample size. I had a full size one. I did not like it and I threw it out. And what I didn't like was this one. And I don't think I still like it, but it's what I got. So, and it's all about It Cosmetics today. Okay, let me go back in and do my under eyes. So I'm going to try to do that hot toddy. Take some off because I have really been going over. And I'm going to take this, run this hot toddy right, not on my waterline, but under my waterline. So now let's go in with the lip look. You can certainly take your finger or you can take a lip brush and work the colors in. I do have on already some moisturizer for my lips, and I went in with a little lip liner in, what did I use? It's funny how when you put everything right here and then you look for it, you can't find it. But I went in with a little lip liner by, what's it, Pat McGrath? Yeah, her lip liner. Funny thing, I can't find it. And I know it's right before my eyes here. I know it's right in front of me, but I can't find it. But anyway, that's what I used. It's in my hand. Okay, so here it is. I used the Pat McGrath. And I didn't want to use anything really ground control, just because I think I really need something to set these lip colors. They're very pretty, so I'm going to use both of the colors right in the middle. 1, 2, and see what I get. Let's start with the lightest first, and then we'll work into the deepest. So I'm going to go with the lightest right here. And that's a pinky color. Barely can see it. And it's pretty. I'll put my glasses on so I can give you the name of that. But I'm liking that. It is called Fairy Tale. And the one above it that I'm going to put on next is called, it's very hard to see, Pure Joy. Fairy Tale is what you see here. I'm going to go in some more with Fairy Tale. I quite like that color. And then Pure Joy. Just going to make it more of a both of these are very soft colors. So I'm using the viewfinder because if I hold my head down, you won't see it. I don't have the IT Cosmetics spray, but I am just going to go back over my face with that bronzer, hoping that it can kind of set everything. Okay, I'm going to go in with this cocoa color and kind of touch up my brows some. You know how they were doing it with a lighter color? I'm not. I'm doing it with a little bit of deeper color because my face has enough. Now I'm going to contour my nose with this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with it. Where's my... Yep, that hot toddy is good for something. This should warm up my face a little. Okay, that eyeshadow I'm using as a contour. Yeah, I like that. And then I will take a little of that down here. Okay, so the more you play with this palette, the more it works for you. You just got to get creative, and I've got to get better with my brows. Okay, how are we looking? A little deeper, I hope. And now I can come back with a little bit more of a blush. And I can go in the top part of the blush and do a little highlight. Right here. Okay, we're back. And I hope you like how I got my look from this complexion book. I have to say, if it wasn't all compact and put together so nicely, I don't think I would pick up these products individually. I have purchased IT Cosmetic products, and I gotta say, like a blush, the foundation, but it's not something that I go to like it's oh joy, I'm gonna use it. No, this, because it's all in one, it's compact, and it's a beautiful presentation case, that's what draws me into it. I've got to say that it's all about the outer appearance and the fact that you get everything all in this book. That's why I purchased it. I purchased last year's, like I said, and I wanted this year's. Each year, I'm not sure whether or not I'll get next year's. We shall see. I wish they would do a little deeper, like offer 2 books, lighter to medium, medium to dark, or rich, and I would be, I think, happier with a deeper book, because the lighter colors, you know, they're limited, and I have to really work with them. So let's look at the first thing I use, and it is the rich concealer. I mixed it also with the warm or medium to get an under eye look, kind of brighten it up, and it wasn't too bad. IT Cosmetic concealer has never been one of my favorite things to use. I find it too thick, but it did okay. And as I get more and more into doing makeup, I think I learned how to use products a little better. I went in with that, and then I set it with the Bye Bye Pores Translucent Pressed Powder. And you get quite a bit of this powder, and I use it to set it under there because I knew that the eyeshadow would give me some fallout, and I didn't want to mess up my under eye, so I set that prior to doing my eyes. The Bye Bye Pores bronzer is not a bronzer for me. It could be an all over face powder, maybe, but I still need a deeper bronzer to, you know, just chisel in and add some contrast and contour into my face. So this doesn't work for me as a bronzer, maybe a face powder if you're my complexion, which is medium deep with yellow undertones. On to page 2. I found that the ombre blush and highlighter is rich, but the color's just a little lighter than what I like. There it is there, you can see it. It wouldn't be my go-to blush to pull out, but it's okay. It's okay. I definitely didn't find that I had a highlighter in this because even though it's ombre and you get the lighter shade here, it still was too pink and it didn't give me any lift, if you want to say. It gave me more of a ashy look. So I'm not that happy about that. The lip colors, I'm going to play around more with those, but the 2 in the middle is what I went for this lip look. And I like it. And I did use Down Control by Pat McGrath to outline my lips with that. So these lips, I'll have other colors I'll have to play around with. But they're quite pretty. And let me swatch them for you. I'll just swatch them right here. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want you to see what they look like. And go over here. Your book can get messy once you start playing around in the colors. So all pretty light colors. This one's nice and deep there, and that one. So there's some pretty colors there. Okay, on to the third and final makeup page. You have your eye and brow colors here. So basically you have a foundation for your eyelid, and it's very, very white looking on me, but that helps, I think, the shadows to show up a little more. I was going for a kind of spicy look, a warm look, and I think I achieved that, but I really had to work for this look. I wasn't sure what to do with it, and then I went in with the Superhero eyeliner in black on the lower eyeline or lid. I didn't really want to use that, but it needed to be grounded, and I think the black did that. And by mistake I went under here, so I had to put more there. And then I went in with Spirit on my lower lash line below it. So not on my waterline, but I went in more with Superhero on my waterline. And that's all. That's everything I used. But I definitely think that the face products need a little help for my complexion. If you're lighter than me, like I said, you know, I think you'll do well with these. But if you're my shade or deeper, I think you need another foundation, because even the foundation I used, I wasn't totally happy with it. I had never been. And I did try a sample and a little, well, the same rich, but just a different formula, and I wasn't happy with it. I did use a sample of the mascara, and what is this one called? It's the Superhero, and I never liked this because of the wand, but the lashes do look good. I started to put on some lashes, and I said, no, I'll just go with these. So, yeah, they're not bad. And overall, my look is not bad, I think. I really had to work with it. Tell me what you think down in the comments, whether or not you think it came out all right, or is it still a little ashy. Oh, I must say, I did go in and I want to be honest with this, with the Urban Decay Naked at the end, and put in a little bit of this bronzer right in here and under here, just because this foundation didn't darken me up enough, I think. It left me looking ashy. And then the contour or the bronzer powder was not really a bronzer for me. So I needed a little more help. And I found that with Urban Decay there. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you decide to pick up this It Girl beauty book for 2020, let me know down in the comments. If you like the look I got, let me know in the comments. And guys, take care. Have a great day, and I look forward to me doing another look with this book and possibly this one combined. Alrighty, toodaloo.